This is a Harvey Cthulhu clickbait news alert. Repeat, this is a Harvey Cthulhu clickbait news alert. Greetings, my friends. This is Eldritch God and Ace Reporter Harvey Cthulhu with more breaking news. Exclamation point. Scoop! This is earth-shattering, people. This is really earth-shattering. This is a leak of colossal proportions about Star Wars Episode 9. Published on Inverse.com by Jake Kleinman just hours ago. Star Wars Episode 9 may feature an even greater threat. And the Sith. Oh my God. I'm shaking, guys. That's how incredibly earth-shattering and important this is. You've got to spread this high and low. This news. This is what Harvey Cthulhu clickbait news was invented for. I quote from the article by Jake Kleinman from Inverse.com. Star Wars Episode 9 is expected to focus on an epic battle between light and dark, symbolized by Rey and Kylo Ren. That could finally put an end to the struggle we've seen play out over the past 8 movies. 10, if you count Rogue One and Solo. But who counts Solo? I don't think anyone counts Solo for anything, except a huge bomb and a loss. But I digress. But what? Says the article. But what? Oh, dear God, I can barely even read it. I'm so excited. But what if there's an even greater threat in the galaxy that forces the Resistance and the First Order to unite rather than simply destroy each other? The mind boggles, folks. The mind boggles. I guess if the Resistance and the First Order got together, I guess they'd need a bigger clubhouse. Because really, by the end of the movie, I don't know. There might have been in Resistance left. There might have been 40, maybe 30. In First Order, probably 3 times that amount. 3 times 40 is 120. So 120 in 40. That's like 300. So there's 300 guys in here that have to team up. Because it's a threat in the galaxy so incredible that, only their combined strength of 300.
No, Harvey, you're thinking of that movie.
Shut up! Doomcock, get out of here! Get out of here! This is my scoop! Mine! I'm thinking 300 by Frank Miller. I'm thinking it's just, I don't know. It's the math is wrong. I think it's 160. 120 plus 40? Yeah, it's 160. It's just, listen. All right, fine. You got me. I was just trying to inflate the numbers a little bit because 160 isn't very exciting. I mean, geez. You get more people than that in an average high school cafeteria during one of the lunch periods. But anyway, I digress. Listen, this kind of earth-shattering news has shaken me to the core. So I'm continuing. I'm pressing on. Everyone, take a deep breath. Calm down. That's what a new Episode 9 theory argues, citing the recently published canonical Star Wars book Thrawn Alliances as evidence. In the book, we learned that an alien race called the Gris could be that greater threat. And then he gives a quote from the book describing the Gris, and this is a quote from that book. Grisks are a species living somewhere in the unknown regions. Creatures half of myth, who few have ever seen, like Sasquatch, I guess. It is said that they are nomads, like Sasquatch, with no fixed home, Sasquatch, traveling in spacecraft so numerous they blot out the stars. Well, that's not really Sasquatch. They got you there. They are said to be terrifying warriors, overwhelming their opponents by sheer numbers and ferocity. Sounds pretty scary, but could the Gris actually show up in Star Wars Episode 9? It would be a pretty huge twist, but Herplexed 1467 points out, I don't know what that means, that it could also help resolve the current trilogy, set up the future of the franchise, and answer one of the biggest mysteries from the recent films all at once. Oh, be still, my beating heart, if I had a heart. Quote, I believe that this threat will be introduced in Episode 9, forcing the First Order and the Resistance to unite to combat it. They write. It would also open the door for a new trilogy of movies showcasing our new heroes. We have new heroes? Do we have any heroes, really? Against this greater threat. Perhaps it was revealed that Snoke was of this new race of aliens. Oh, nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Yeah, that's interesting. And more importantly, it would give Kylo and Rey another reason to team up, which would mean more of this goodness, and then it shows Kylo and Rey fighting in the Red Room, all the idiot fodder troops that were so easy to kill and really didn't put up much resistance at all. I guess we want more of this goodness? I mean, of course we want more of this goodness. Hell yes. And so here you have it. More Episode 9 news, perhaps the biggest spoiler scoop of all time.
Harvey.
The biggest of all time. I'm telling you guys, it doesn't get any more newsy than this.
Harvey Cthulhu.
What? What, Doomcock, what?
Why are you not reading the rest of the article?
Well, there's a rest of the article?
Yes, there's the rest of the article. Why are you not reading it?
Well, I don't see any. I see Kylo and Rey fighting at the bottom here, and that's it. That's all I see. That's it.
Harvey.
What?
Why don't you go ahead and read on?
Look, man, the news is done. I mean, this is it. This is all the news we got. This is it, kids. You heard it here first. Scoop. Because more people listen to Harvey Cthulhu clickbait news than read this inverse thing. So, I'm claiming it as mine. My scoop.
Harvey.
What? Listen, Doomcock, you need to shove off, man. You know, this jealousy thing is getting very unbecoming. It's very unbecoming. Why can't you just leave me alone? Why can't you let me just have something that is mine? You keep me imprisoned in my fishbowl.
Oh, here we go.
In my fishbowl. And you show up and you spoil sport everything that I try to do. You ruin it. You just absolutely spin all over it. And it's
Harvey Cthulhu, you are claiming that this is breaking news with a leak about Star Wars Episode 9.
I'm not just claiming it. It is.
Uh-huh. And yet, it says here at the very top, Star Wars Episode 9, the headline, may feature an even greater threat than the Sith.
Well, so yeah, that's the news.
It may feature an even greater threat than the Sith, or by implication, it may not. Right, Harvey?
Well, I guess that kind of goes without saying.
Well, you could say the same thing about Dumbo coming up. It may feature an even greater threat than the Sith, but it may not. I mean, with something that indefinite, you could pretty much say that statement applied to any film whatsoever.
You know, you're a real killjoy, Doomcock. Every party needs a pooper. That's why we invited you, party pooper. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just jealous. You're so jealous.
I'm jealous, huh? Well, he goes on in this first paragraph, what you just said. But what if there's an even greater threat in the galaxy that forces the Resistance and the First Order to unite rather than simply destroy each other?
So?
What if? Yeah. What if, Holdo comes back? What if, monkeys fly out her butt? What if, Space Leia turns out really to be Mary Poppins and Mary Poppins returns? I mean, these questions don't add up to news. These questions are just bullshit clickbait.
You're just trying to rain on my parade, buddy. You're just trying to... Listen, the Gris is got validity, man. It's canonical. See, it says canonical right there. It says in Thrawn Alliances. It's evidence, dude. It's evidence, like in Perry Mason. In the book, dude. In the canonical book. It talks about the Gris. It talks about their creatures half of myth, right? They're terrifying warriors, etc., and so on. They show up. They're going to show up, see? And Snoke is one.
It says, perhaps it is revealed that Snoke was of this new race of aliens. It's not that he is, perhaps. And perhaps not, Harvey. For God's sakes, this is shameless.
Shut up. Listen, don't you want more of the goodness of Kylo and Rey fighting like in the little graphic here at the bottom of the page?
No, I don't. It sucked.
What do you mean?
Let's just scroll down, shall we?
I think that this concludes this edition of Harvey
I think we're
Cthuhlu's
going to
Clickbait
scroll
News.
down. I'm going to scroll down. Don't you end this thing. I'm not going to let you end this thing. All right. Then it scrolls down, and the article continues. The problem? It might be too big of a twist, overcomplicating what should be a movie meant to provide some closure on the Skywalker saga. As Reddit commenters quickly pointed out, it seems pretty unlikely that the Grist will play a major role in Episode 9. Though it's possible they could show up in an animated or live-action Star Wars series, and it's possible that they couldn't. This is shameless, naked, ridiculous clickbait, Harvey. Aren't you ashamed?
Well, I didn't know that you could scroll down like that. I saw the battle with Reylo and Kylo and the little red guys that are ineffectual and impotent, and I was transfixed. I was just transfixed.
You were not. You hate The Last Jedi.
Well, I like The Last Jedi news if it can bring me wampum.
Yeah, I knew it. See, that's the thing. You just confessed.
Shut up. Journalistic ethics are for men, not gods.
A god, still driven by human frailty.
I'm not driven by human frailty.
Well, you're driven by some kind of frailty. You're greedy. You're like Daffy Duck. In fact, you even sound like Daffy Duck at one point. Mine, you say.
Yeah, Daffy was pretty funny.
And then see, the thing is, look at this. Listen to this conclusion of this article, Harvey.
No, I don't read the conclusion. I don't want to hear it.
The last paragraph reads, in this article, either way, you probably shouldn't expect to say some totally new army of aliens turn up in Star Wars Episode 9, but if it does happen, remember that you heard it here first.
No, you read it there first, pal, but you heard it first here on Harvey Cthulhu Clickbait News.
Like
him.